For as long as I can remember, my house has always felt a little frantic, always tidy on the surface, but never truly calm underneath. No matter how much I cleaned or organized, there was this underlying sense of chaos that I just couldn't shake. I genuinely loved organizing, sorting, and making everything look just right, but something was missing. The energy in my home felt off, like I was constantly chasing a sense of peace that never quite arrived. I wanted my home to be a true sanctuary, a place where I could breathe deeply and feel at ease, not just a space with nice cushions and spotless floors. I craved a deeper sense of comfort and belonging. That's when I stumbled upon Feng Shui, the ancient Chinese art of arranging your home to create balance and harmony. The idea that the way you place your furniture and decor could actually influence your mood and well-being was fascinating. At first, I'll admit, I was skeptical. It sounded a bit mystical, maybe even a little too good to be true. How could simply moving furniture or adding a plant really change anything meaningful in my life? Wasn't it all just about aesthetics? But my curiosity got the better of me. I decided to set aside my doubts and give it a try, just to see if a little rearranging could make a difference. My goal wasn't to attract wealth or luck or anything mystical. I just wanted to feel genuinely relaxed and happy in my own space, and for my family to feel the same. So, armed with a handful of books, a stack of notes, and countless internet articles, I began my little experiment. I read about energy flow, the importance of decluttering, and how even small changes could have a big impact. I wanted a space that truly supported our family's well-being, not just looked good for guests. I hoped to create a home that felt nurturing, uplifting, and full of positive energy. What happened next was more surprising than I ever imagined, and it all started with a little bit of magic and an open mind. The first big change I made was learning about the concept of the command position in Feng Shui, which completely shifted how I thought about arranging my home. The command position means placing your bed, desk, and sofa so you can see the door, but you're not directly in line with it. This subtle shift is said to help you feel more in control of your environment, and I was curious to see if it would make a difference. I started in the bedroom, moving our bed to face the door diagonally, making sure there was a solid headboard behind me for extra support. It felt a little strange at first, but I quickly noticed a difference. Almost instantly, I felt more secure and grounded. My sleep improved, and I woke up feeling more refreshed. It was as if my body could finally relax, knowing I had a clear view of the entrance. Next, we shifted the living room sofa so I could see both the doorway and the window. Suddenly, the room felt more open, inviting, and sociable. Friends even commented on how much more welcoming the space felt. Environmental psychology actually backs this up. Being able to see the entrance helps us relax, because our brains feel safer when we can spot who's coming and going. I didn't stop there. My desk moved too, now facing the room with my back to a solid wall. This simple change made my workspace feel more secure and focused. I found myself feeling more creative, productive, and in control of my workday. It was easier to concentrate, and I felt less distracted. It wasn't magic, just smart, intentional design that made me feel safe, comfortable, and empowered in my own home. These small shifts in furniture placement changed how I felt in every room, making each space feel more supportive and alive. Taking command of my own space was a total game changer, and it's amazing how a few thoughtful adjustments can transform not just your home but your whole mindset. I've always loved a good declutter, but this time, I wanted to go deeper than just making things look neat. I wanted to create a space that truly felt good to be in, not just one that was tidy on the surface. So, I decided to approach it with Feng Shui in mind, thinking about how the energy flows through my home and how each item affects the atmosphere. Clutter isn't just an eyesore, it actually blocks the flow of positive energy, making you feel stuck, overwhelmed, and even anxious in your own space. I tackled the doom drawers, the shoe piles by the door, and those overflowing wardrobes that always seemed to spill out whenever I opened them. My rule was simple. If I didn't love it, use it, or truly need it, it was clutter, and it had to go. I found myself letting go of things I'd held onto for years, just because I thought I might need them someday. With every bag I filled and every drawer I cleared, I felt lighter, more at ease, and surprisingly energized. It was as if I was making space not just in my home, but in my mind as well. It's no wonder studies show that clutter increases stress and makes it hard to relax or focus. When your environment is chaotic, your thoughts can be too. Letting go of old stuff was freeing, both physically and mentally. Donating things I no longer needed felt good, knowing they might be useful to someone else. My wardrobe finally had space between the hangers, and I could actually see and appreciate the things I chose to keep. My mind felt clearer too. Decluttering became an act of self-care, not just another chore. Lighting a candle or enjoying a cup of tea in my refreshed space felt like a reward. The air felt fresher, the rooms looked bigger, and there was a new sense of calm that filled the house. It wasn't just about tidiness. It was about creating a home that truly supported my well-being, where I could relax, recharge, and feel inspired every day. A good clear-out really is brilliant for the soul. It's more than just cleaning. It's a way to invite positivity, peace, and a fresh start into your life. The front door is the mouth of chai, where energy enters your home. My entryway used to be a dumping ground, stressful to walk into. I cleared the clutter, added a storage unit, and painted the door a welcoming sage green. Clean windows, a working doorbell, and a visible house number made it feel cared for. I placed a healthy plant inside and hung a round mirror on a side wall to circulate light. The hallway instantly felt brighter and more spacious. Now, coming home puts me in a good mood instead of stressing me out. A tidy, beautiful entryway signals safety and calm. It sets a positive tone for the whole evening. Our environment cues our mood. Now, my house greets me with a warm hug. That small change made a huge difference. Feng Shui is all about balancing the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. I realized some rooms were missing key elements, making them feel flat. I added plants for wood, candles and warm lighting for fire, and earthy ceramics for earth. Metal came in through picture frames and modern furniture, adding clarity. Water was represented by a small fountain and glass surfaces for flow and calm. Layering these elements made each room feel complete and harmonious. The house became visually interesting and emotionally grounding. It's really just smart design, mixing materials, colors, and textures. The space felt richer and more comforting. Nature indoors brought the whole house to life. Mirrors are powerful in Feng Shui, but placement is everything. I used to have a big mirror facing our bed. Bad idea. Mirrors bounce energy, which can disrupt sleep and make you feel restless. Covering the bedroom mirror led to deeper, more restful sleep. Elsewhere, I used mirrors to double abundance in the dining area and widen the hallway. The key is to reflect something beautiful, not clutter. Mirrors can bring in light and energy, but be intentional. Avoid placing them opposite beds or doors. Now, every mirror in my home has a purpose. The right placement made rooms feel bigger and brighter. It's a simple tweak with a big impact. Sometimes, less reflection means more peace. Before Feng Shui, my house was busy and full of love, but also chaotic. No matter how much I tidied, it never felt restful. The living room layout made me uneasy, and the entryway clutter stressed me out. My bedroom didn't feel peaceful, and my sleep suffered. I blamed work or the kids, never realizing the layout was part of the problem. The energy felt heavy, rooms lacked cohesion, and nothing felt balanced. It was just a collection of stuff, not a nurturing space. The house didn't support us. It just contained our chaos. I knew something had to change. I never expected ancient wisdom to be the answer. The transformation was incredible. The house finally felt like it could breathe. The energy was lighter, calmer, and flowed naturally from room to room. I slept better, felt more relaxed, and the whole family gathered together more. The living room became the heart of our home, not just a place for TV. My productivity soared with my desk in the command position. Walking through the front door became a joy, not a chore. The mix of elements made the space visually and emotionally balanced. Even arguments seemed to dissolve more quickly. The house now supports us, not the other way around. It's our anchor, our safe harbor, our charging station. We're still a busy family, but now our home nurtures us. It finally feels like a true home. Would I recommend Feng Shui? Absolutely. Even as a former skeptic. Strip away the mysticism, and it's just smart, intentional design. Our surroundings impact our mood and well-being more than we realize. You don't need to buy new furniture. Just move things around and declutter. Start small, move your bed, clear your entryway, and notice the difference. You have nothing to lose and a lot of peace to gain. For me, Feng Shui turned our house into a sanctuary. It nurtures and supports us every day. And that, to me, is a little bit of everyday magic.